changers, and welcome back to NKay Solutions. It's your girl Kendall, and I am here to help you take your vision to community change by creating a community organization that changes lives and produces purpose. Today, we are back in our series with the three main components you need for your strategic plan. This is another aspect that we're talking about in our 10 question foundation framework series. And this aspect is very, very important. So far, we have had the ability to talk about our mission, our vision, our values, finding and doing research so we know what our community needs, and providing a valuable and needed resource. We've also talked about the people and the support that you have throughout this process in creating and sustaining your community organization. But now we are really getting into what drives the action to everything we have talked about, and that is your strategic plan. Now, today I don't have time to talk about the entire strategic plan, but I do want to talk about three of the most important things that you should have ironed out in your strategic plan. That's not saying that everything else is not important. We're going to talk about those important things later. But these are the three things that I want you to focus on in this video. The first one is your objective. The second one is how you're going to accomplish those objectives. And the third is doing a quarterly analysis on if you are meeting the objectives of what you have for your community organization. Having a strategic plan is vital for the productivity and the success of your community organization. As it says, a goal without a plan is literally just a wish. Planning is so important because it's going to help you take that vision that you have to the actual community change that you want to see. And once we start making those community changes and the objectives that we have, we start to see how we're changing lives and producing purpose. This is an example of what a strategic plan could look like. And this is more so for a marketing plan. This is just an example to show you that a strategic plan has many different aspects in it. We are going to focus on these three: your objective, how you're going to meet those objectives, what method will we use to drive that action, and third, our quarterly analysis. Your objective is something that you aim for. It's a goal. It's what you wish to accomplish by helping the people that are in your community organization. Okay? I want you to think about those objectives, those problems that your community has, and how your organization is going to pinpoint how they're going to meet those issues. Here's an example. I Am Not the Health Statistics is a fictional non-profit organization that I'm going to use as an example. The I Am Not the Health Statistics focuses on making sure that African Americans have access to healthy foods, exercise, education, so they are not the statistics of high blood pressure, diabetes, overweight. These are the things that they want to seek to eliminate in their community. So in order for them to do that, they have three objectives. One, they want to help their participants maintain a healthy weight so they can decrease their odds of being in any of those chronic health conditions. Number two, they want to show them how to prepare healthy meals that are not only filling, but also satisfying so that they will continue to stick to that meal plan. And last but not least, setting realistic exercise routines that help increase energy and burn calories. These are three objectives that I Am Not the Health Statistics have. Now, we can have these on paper all day. We can say that this is what we want to do. But how are we going to do it? The way that I like to iron out the how is by using a method called the SMART method. And the SMART method breaks down each objective on how exactly you're going to accomplish that for your community. S in SMART stands for specific. Being specific in what you actually want to do is very important. It's one thing to say, I want to lose weight. It's another thing to say, I want to lose 10 pounds. Now we're putting a measurable outcome on that. We're getting a clear, concrete, narrowed idea of what we want to do. We're not just saying we want to lose weight. Now, think about it. Is losing 10 pounds achievable? If losing 10 pounds is achievable, is what we're doing to lose the 10 pounds relevant? So, if it is, then we would be doing the things that I am not the statistics want us to do, like meal prepping and exercise. Those are relevant activities to help us achieve a 10-pound weight loss goal. And last but not least, for T, you also want to make sure that it is timely. Okay? These goals should be something that you actually can accomplish within a certain time frame. Saying I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months is a measurable, achievable, and relevant goal that our participants, or myself, or anyone who sets forth for that goal can actually achieve. And it's going to give you a more ability to see success in your objective. In order to see the success in that objective, you need to do a quarterly analysis. I encourage everyone to do an analysis on whatever service or whatever resource you are providing every 3 to 4 months. You can do this by doing assessments. Either the assessment can be done by you, by talking to your participants, or just seeing how often people are coming to the meal prepping program, for instance, for I am not the statistics organization. How often are they keeping track of their weight loss by maybe using an assessment tool that you've given them, okay? And how often are they sticking to the exercise regimens? You can give them this so that they can take the assessment themselves, or you can have this assessment laid out in front of you and you can ask your participants these questions. Based off of what the outcome is, if you see that your participants are losing the weight that they need to lose, that they're exercising, that they're sticking to the health plan, those are all great things. However, if you see that you have a lot of people that are falling off on their meal plan, falling off on their exercise or their diet, or not losing any weight at all, it lets you see, one, either maybe you need to do some tweaking in how you are presenting the program, or two, what are the mental barriers that are keeping your participants from moving forward in the objectives you have for them, so that you can see the vision you have for your organization laid out. These 3 things are the most important thing to me when it comes to your strategic plan. You need to make sure that you have objectives. You need to know how you're going to meet those objectives by setting SMART goals, and also monitoring and seeing how you are meeting those objectives. These are very, 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 very important. I encourage you to take some time. Think about your vision. You already have it. Think about your resource, and think about an objective of how you're going to get your participants there. How are you going to take your participants from A to Z? What problem are you solving? And what resource are you giving to them that's going to help them meet those objectives? Once you give them the resource to help them meet those objectives, what are you doing smartly so that they can put action behind it? What are you doing as an organization smartly so that you can put action behind yourself to provide them with these resources? Once you've done that, think about how you are collecting the information to see if what you're setting out to do is actually working. And I encourage you to do that at least every 3 to 4 months. Your community needs you. And I say this all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it because they do. I don't care what your idea is. I don't care how far-fetched you think it is. I'm here to tell you there is no excuse. God didn't put that in your heart for no reason. There are people out here that need whatever it is that you have to offer. And I want to show you how you can take your vision and actually move it into action to produce the community change that you wish to see. If you haven't done so already, get the 10 questions framework workbook. I always say it's a workbook, but really it's a questionnaire. But those 10 questions help you get started in thinking. I encourage you to write down your objectives. Do SMART goals on how you're going to accomplish your objectives. And then think about the assessment tool you're going to use to analyze to see if this is actually working for your organization within the next 3 to 4 months. We're about to get moving, y'all. I'm not playing. Next week, we're going to talk about the 3 top ways that you can fund your community organization. Funding is also a part of your strategic plan. But I didn't want to put this all in this video, because it'll be way, way too long. So we're going to talk about that next video on those ways that you can get funding for your community organization so that those objectives that you have, you can start moving through with those ideas. If you have any questions at any time, you can always book a consultation with me. I'm open and I'm willing and I'm ready to help you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to support you. And I'm here to make it so that your vision becomes the community change you wish to see. If you want to connect with me, you can on NKay Solutions, Instagram, or at nkaysolutions.com on my website. You can also leave comments down below in the description box. You can also leave comments down below, and I'll be sure to answer them as we go along. I thank you again for coming to watch this video, and I hope to see you next week. Until then, community changers, peace.